Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian and today we're here to talk about the deluxe edition of Blink-182's record California. Now, I wouldn't usually talk about a deluxe edition of a record, however this is a pretty unique situation where Blink have basically released a new record. It's got 11 new songs on there and an acoustic version of Bored to Death. So I'm treating it the way it should be treated. This is a new Blink record and California is now a double album. And what an album it is. This is a record full of absolutely great tracks with some extra experimentation in there, but it really encapsulates everything that I love about Blink-182. So let's get into it. Firstly, I should say that this is a much different sounding record than California was, and it's got a lot more experimentation in it. And we kind of got a taste of their experimentation in Los Angeles. You have your classic sounding Blink-182 songs like Parking Lot, Misery, and Hey I'm Sorry, but then you've got arena anthems like Good Old Days and Last Train Home. And it all sounds like Blink-182. They're adding new things to their sound that complement the things that they've been perfecting over the years. One of my favorite tracks on the record is Good Old Days, which is really fast-paced and catchy and uses a lot of really cool electronic sampling, especially in the intro, to build intrigue for the track and really pull you in. And the song also has what I think is the best chorus on the entire record. I love how the melody flows and also how the harmonies reinforce certain lines. There are some real darker songs on this record as well, something that I wish that Blink would experiment with more. 6-8 is one of those darker songs, and when it was released, everybody was saying this is their weirdest track to date, and I don't really get why that is. Why is it so weird? Is it just because it's in 6-8? Bottom of the Ocean is another one of those darker tone songs and uses a lower vocal range for the melody that sounds absolutely great, and it has a lot of pop elements thrown in there as well, which is really prominent in the instrumental especially. Matt once again kills it with the guitar work. 6-8 is an absolute awesome track and something really different for Blink-182. It's a lot heavier than I expected them to ever do. And then you have more classic sounding Blink-182 guitar tracks like on Last Train Home and Wildfire, and it's just really great to hear that sound again. The bass playing is also killer, but I mean, of course it is. Mark has always been one of the better bass players in pop punk, and I don't really ever think he gets the recognition that he deserves for his skill as a bassist. And Travis Barker is absolutely on fire on this record. I really feel like he got allowed to open up a bit more on this record and do some more experimental beats like he did on Enema of the State. And 6-8 is his absolute standout moment, with him doing some absolutely crazy beats all over the place. And it's really great to hear that from Travis again, because we haven't really heard this kind of experimentation since Dogs Eating Dogs. And he also shows off his skill in songs like Hey I'm Sorry and Last Train Home. I also love how piano has made its way back into Blink's sound. It was on there a little bit in California, but especially on the track Hey I'm Sorry, it's just so great to hear. The melodies have been written absolutely impeccably on this record, especially the choruses, which are just absolutely massive from start to finish. There are going to be so many melodies from this record that are going to be stuck in your head. Especially Last Train Home, Good Old Days, and Bottom of the Ocean are the real highlights for me. Now, unlike California, this is a much more Mark-driven record vocally. I think I remember saying in my original review of California that a lot of the bigger choruses on that record were sung by Matt Skiba, but it's not the case on this record, and Mark does an absolutely phenomenal job, especially on tracks like Bottom of the Ocean, Don't Mean Anything, and 6-8. And 6-8 is a real standout for me just because of the affected vocals that he used. They sound great. However, Matt is still prominently featured all the way throughout this record and sounds absolutely great, especially on songs like Misery and Last Train Home, with Last Train Home being one of my favorite things I've ever heard Matt sing. I really hope that Tom DeLonge never comes back, because Matt is absolutely killing it. The harmonies between Matt and Mark are also incredible, and they really know when to use them and when not to use them, but when they do use them, it just adds so much impact to the melody. This record has also been impeccably produced by John Feldmann, something that I didn't think I would be saying. I've never really been a massive fan of John Feldmann's producing, especially lately, because he's been doing a lot of the same style of music, and it's kind of started to sound the same, And on this record, it's a much different production style. There's way less whoa-ohs, which is so crazy to me. I think there's only 2 songs with them on there, and It's such a refreshing change. I do wish they'd cut out the joke songs though, they're getting kinda old. Overall, this is a terrific record from Blink 182. I can't wait to see what they do in the future, and I really hope I get to see them live soon. Matt has added so much greatness to this band, and I can only see them getting better from here. My top 3 tracks are gonna be Last Train Home, Good Old Days, and Bottom of the Ocean, and I'm gonna give this record a 4.5 out of 5. Anyway, what did you guys think about the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Did you like the record? Did you not like the record? Let me know down below, and we're here to have a conversation about music, so let's do that. But if you're just gonna fill up the comment section with hate and insults, just know I'm gonna read your comments and laugh at how pathetic your life is. Anyway, thanks for watching my video today, guys. Please hit subscribe down below, and I will see you next time. Fresh Currents. Save yourself.